Hey, hey, quit calling the plays, all right?
There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Take one, take two, take three, let's go. Now, my channel used to be called The Game Winning Drive. Now, The Game Winning Drive is a highlight channel that I have on my other page. But for those who have been following me for the last 4 to 5 years, knows that I have a long history of calling out the media, especially with my series, The Ignorance of the Media. And today, it's another episode. I am back. I have returned. You guys are going to love this new content. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Deion Sanders. Now, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes are getting so much attention. It's crazy. Like, I have been watching football for 14 consecutive years, and I have yet seen a head coach accumulate the attention that Deion Sanders has accumulated in the past week. Actually, ever since he has stepped on the Colorado campus. Like, this is unprecedented. Now, with success comes hate. It's just natural within our society. In this video, we're going to talk about the hate that Deion Sanders has been receiving from the media. Now, there is a lot of things that I cannot get over, like the fact that Pete Carroll chose to throw the ball instead of running it in the Super Bowl. I cannot get over the fact that this Superman pick looks so retarded. And I cannot get over the fact that there is too many Dollar General journalists out there who claim to be writers. This CBS writer takes massive shot at Deion Sanders by saying Colorado players deserved better following their win versus TCU. He critiqued Coach Prime on Sunday for failing to provide adequate praise for his players and making the moment about himself. He goes on to say, coach after coach has told me to take the blame when you lose and to make it about the players when you win. Yesterday was a moment missed to do the latter. Instead, wonderful moment and a bit of oxygen sucked out of the room. Colorado Buffalo football players deserved better, in my opinion. Now let's look at actual footage of what Deion Sanders said in the beginning of the press conference about his players.
First, thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. Wonderful game, wonderful beginning, intriguing, purposeful. It's all of that. We had some guys that singled themselves out with their playing and their playing ability. A lot of guys you doubted. One of them from HBCU. I think he had 510 yards passing.
Deion Sanders literally starts the press conference off by praising his players. He does not even talk about himself at all in the beginning of that press conference. He talks about how proud he is of his players, especially his son. Now, the reason why this guy tweeted about what he tweeted about Deion Sanders is because Deion Sanders calls out the media, and the media does not like to be called out. The media don't mind calling out players and coaches, but when the tables are turned, the media tries to create fake news about a player or coach. And then they give him the term as an unconventional coach, as if he's toxic, like Urban Meyer or Kirby Smart. Like, Deion Sanders does his job. He inspires the players in his locker room, and he basically leads them to victory. Now, people are going to say, well, it's only one game. Yeah, one game that he won, in which Colorado only won one game last year, and this is not the first time that Deion Sanders has coached college football. When he went to Jackson State was not good. They had losing records before Deion Sanders stepped foot on that campus. The moment Deion Sanders becomes a coach at Jackson State, they have 2 consecutive winning seasons, and they made it to the championship for the first time since 2007, I believe. So he actually does have talent, and if he can get Colorado to 8 wins, or even 7, that's already a more successful season than what they were last year. And I think it's doable, and they have a tough schedule. Oh, brother.
What has Deion Sanders done for college football?
I'll tell you right now, I will root like crazy for Nebraska on Saturday afternoon.
Mad Dog is retarded. Molly asked him, what has Deion Sanders done for college football? And all he can say is, I'm rooting for Nebraska to win. That makes no sense to me.
So I know they play Nebraska this weekend. And we know that maybe our little pal will be
How
there.
are you Deion'd
And
out
so-
when he backs it up, though?
Paul, you and I do a little kumbaya Saturday about 11 o'clock in the morning. Go Matt Rule and go Cornhuskers. I want to see you in that wheels up, all bummed out, 31-14 Nebraska. I'm a little Deion out. He's done a heck of a job. I understand that.
I'm not against Mad Dog going for Nebraska, but the intentions on why he's going for Nebraska is kind of corrupted. He pretty much wants to see Deion Sanders fail so that when he goes up to the press conference, the media can get its revenge. I mean, it's just strange, in my opinion. You say you're happy for Deion Sanders, but you want to see him get blown out. It's so contradicting. And look at Paul Finnenbaum. I mean, he knows he's full of shit. I mean, just look at the look at his face. He knows he's full of shit. Well, it's time for me to wrap this video up. Hopefully Deion Sanders and company have a great, successful season. If he gets 8 wins, it's a successful season. If he gets 6 wins, to me it's still successful because then you have another year to recruit better players and, a lot of people are going to want to play for Deion Sanders. So Colorado is going to be legit in the future, I believe. And I do believe in Deion Sanders and what he's going to do in Colorado because he turned Jackson State around when he was there. It's possible. This year, I am coming out with 2 weekly football series. One is going to be called Pizza Party, and pretty much it's going to be where I talk about all the interesting football stories from the media, etc. I am also going to make another weekly series where I follow all of the football teams and, pretty much just keep track of the storylines coming out of each team, but I'm going to do it in a surprising way that you guys are going to like. So stay tuned. I also do have another channel called Game Winning Drive, and it's where I pretty much put on highlights of all the teams in their clutch moments. It was the old name for this channel, but now I put it for my highlight channel, and I'm pretty much going to track all of the game winning drives this year. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for your support. Have a good day.